What's up, everybody? Welcome to Just Because Gaming. My name is Michael,
And I'm Ray.
and thank you for joining us. Before we get into it, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, because we're trying to boost our viewers and everything and trying to get monetized. So we appreciate all your support. And with that being said, we'll just jump into it.
As everybody else has been doing, we've been watching the Fallout TV series on Prime Video. If you haven't watched it, we will try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. And if you haven't watched it, I would highly recommend you go check it out, especially if you're any kind of a fan of the Fallout series, any of their games, any of that. It's been an amazing, probably the best adaptation of a video game onto a TV series that I've seen.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been an amazing show. Like Ray said, we're trying to keep it spoiler free. The season finale just happened, and, we can definitely recommend it, say that it's pretty much lived up to all the hype in the game. They did take some creative liberties, but, that's kind of to be expected because you can't exactly translate something one for one because a lot of times stuff just doesn't translate well. So you have to kind of tweak stuff here and there. One of the things, if you've seen any episodes of Fallout, is the guy, what's his name? Walter Goggins, I think.
Walter Coggins, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like he's the Vault character. Like, I don't know if you can see in the screen the little Vault Boy thing, but the one that typically shows up on the, perks and everything. That's like,
Yeah, he's
so
Vault Boy.
apparently, yeah. So apparently he's that guy. He's the inspiration behind Vault Boy. And it's very interesting to see, that take on the story and, a lot of the stuff that happens in the background. And they definitely go into some other stuff like I want to say it's Fallout 3, Ray, that they talk a lot about the war with Alaska.
Yeah, I think so. It's mentioned in, I think, 4 as well, but not as much. But yeah, the Battle of Anchorage and that kind of thing is all mentioned in. I want to say there was even a DLC for that where you got to play in that battle at some point.
Yeah, I think it was called like Operation Anchorage.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, they show flashbacks to that. So it's just awesome how they all tie this stuff in. Now, from what I've read and done the research online, this takes place, I want to say 10 to 15 years.
15 years
15
after New Vegas, the game.
and I think 10 years after Fallout 4. So like I don't think they necessarily reference your character, but they do mention that there have been previous people that have got out of the vaults and did XYZ. So, they don't really mention, Megaton and how that exploded and stuff. I mean, depending on how you played. And they don't mention a lot of the stuff, but they do mention a lot that happened in New Vegas. So they do mention Freeside, and you see all these casinos and stuff. So it's really cool to see how that all ties in. Now, it's not the same high quality that's in New Vegas because this is supposed to be, 10, 15 years later. But in the game Fallout New Vegas, even though it's post-world apocalyptic and everything, those casinos are still pretty nice. In the Fallout show, they're definitely more weathered. But again, this is 10 years after, or 15 years after, I'm sorry. So it's definitely interesting to see how a lot of this stuff folds out. And one of the other things that we mentioned before, if you recall, Ray, is that there was a countdown on the Fallout website, and it said like 25 days, and it had a little timer going down, and it had like a little picture, and there was a lot of speculation, us included, that was going to be the release date for either Fallout 3 Remastered or Fallout New Vegas Remastered, and that's when they were going to drop, and they were going to be shadow dropped, and blah, 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 blah. That wasn't the case.
No. Although that probably is still in the works, as I understand it. What I'd like to see them do is do like they did with BioShock, where they released like a bundle with all the remasters together. That would be the way to go, I think.
Yeah. But Ray, I think you said that the drop that was released with the season finale of Fallout, didn't you say it was like something Fallout 76?
I believe it's in Fallout 76 because I can't think of where else they would have put it for you to have Robert House's penthouse as one of you can build it in your camp. So you can actually have that in the game. You can have Robert House's penthouse.
So, I mean, it's not as awesome as, a completely reskinned, and upgraded and like super high def Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, but it's something. It's better than nothing.
Right. It does make me want to jump back into Fallout 76 just so I can do that.
For me, I've been personally, since my wife has loved the Fallout show so much, I've told her, I was like, I would love to come home and see you playing Fallout. That would be so sexy for me. But so yeah, I'm honestly waiting for that remaster to try to get her on board with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Because I mean, my wife's gotten on board with all these other games. So like, she got on with Gears and she got on with Halo and everything, and she's helped me play Assassin's Creed. Like when I've got some, minor like collect flags, not collect flags, but like little collectible stuff. I'll just hand the controller for her and be like, all right, I'm gonna take a crap. Can you go get these? You go get this, kill this bear, whatever. She'll do it. Um, so, give her the menial tasks, like just go collect some stuff for me while I go drop a deuce. but but yeah, definitely looking forward to the remaster of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. One thing that has been released in relation to those games is that those are going to be very large scale remasters. It's not just going to be, just a slightly HD version. From what I've been told, they're going the Oblivion route where they're completely overhauling stuff, new voice actors, new images. Like if you look at the original, not Skyrim, if you look at the original Elder Scrolls Oblivion, like images and voices of the Emperor versus the remaster, it's like night and day different. And I've
Yeah.
been told that's going to be the case with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. There's going to be the original, it's going to be the remaster, and it's completely different. It's not going to be a different game, but it'll be, 2.0. It'll be so much
Yeah.
better, so
Could be
much clearer.
vastly improved.
Yeah. Although I think in Fallout 3, wasn't your dad that one actor?
It was Liam Neeson,
Yeah, Liam Neeson. Yeah. I hope they keep Liam Neeson because he was
right?
my
He
favorite part
voiced
of the
it
game.
really well. And even
Yeah.
with the Emperor and Oblivion, that was Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. But I don't think he stayed the Emperor in the remaster.
I don't know. I haven't played the remaster yet.
Well, I've
Trying to
seen
get through a bunch
footage
of
of
other
it.
games first.
Yeah. But when they do release the remastered Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, as long as the price is right, I'll definitely do it. If the price is $40 or less, I'm getting it.
For sure. Definitely for that.
What about, so let us know in the comments below, what would be, for you all, what would be your ideal price for a Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas remaster? Considering that on Steam, you can get these games for like 10, 15 bucks. What would you pay? What would you say is a reasonable price for the Fallout 3 remaster and a Fallout New Vegas remaster, especially considering these are going to be high quality remasters? Would you pay full game price, like $60, $70, or would you want it to be less than that since it's an old game just with new voices and graphics? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I think anything over $60 for the remaster would be a little much.
Yeah.
Here below is the sweet spot for that.
Yeah. I'm definitely feeling 40 from my vibe, but yeah, it's definitely going to be something, especially if it's on Game Pass, dude, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
done deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I'll definitely get my wife playing that because, I can tell you right now, considering how much she loved using the chainsaws and, it was a little creepy for a little bit, considering how much she loved the chainsaw lancer in Gears, I'm so sure she'll love VATS and she'll be abusing the crap out of VATS. So it's very interesting. I'd like to see, what kind of role she plays in Fallout, whether she's like you, Ray, which is running and gunning, or if she's going to lean back and just like lob grenades and fat man nukes and stuff. But it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I always went like more stealthy route.
And of course, there's good news of the fact that they're already getting ready to start recording a season 3 for the Fallout series. I want to say it was either March or May. They said they're going to start recording. So
Yeah, that's great. I mean, again, let us know in the comments. Have you seen the Fallout show? Either season 1, season 2, are you up to date? Have we talked about it and now you'll check it out? Let us know because we want to know if we're like the only ones. I don't think that's the case because they keep getting renewed for more and more.
right.
And it's funny because ever since this Fallout series, I've been seeing that guy, Walter Coggins, like everywhere.
He's
So
been in a
I
lot
don't,
of stuff anyway, but yeah.
yeah. So it's interesting how he's like popping up on everything now. Like there was even a commercial where I guess it was a commercial about him making commercials. I don't know what that was all about, but he
Huh.
was like, Walter Coggins wears these on his noggins. It was so cheesy, but he's popping up everywhere now. So hey, go for it.
Yep. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Peace.